Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, with Season 3, Netflix's Ragnarok is finally coming to a close, and fans should have anticipated this. After all, the clue is in the name. Since the first time we encountered Magni, a teenage boy who turns out to be Thor, the Norse god of thunder, reborn, this tale of four giants from Norse mythology and the gods that stand against them has been building to the end of times. Netflix's third Norwegian language program has amassed a devoted following that will be unhappy to see Magni's journey come to an end, despite a 2-year hiatus between seasons 2 and 3. But why had Ragnarok to come to an end now? Gods may be eternal, but it would appear that this program is not. And perhaps it's all right. Why Netflix is discontinuing Ragnarok. Netflix announced the release date for Ragnarok Season 3 on June 15, 2023. Along with the information that it would be the last installment. Everything has led to this, stated Netflix in a public statement. Magnus' tenacity will be put to the greatest test when the grand final conflict between the gods and giants approaches. It appears like Ragnarok was always going to conclude after 3 seasons, barring any contrary evidence. It is difficult to envision this particular battle continuing after this season because it has been escalating against the Joodles. It's also important to bear in mind that, in the era of streaming, especially on Netflix, finishing 3 seasons is actually quite an accomplishment. However, unlike, say, Stranger Things, which will eventually return for Season 5, Ragnarok isn't exactly a household name among casual users. Ragnarok did attract a global audience, reaching the top 10 in several nations throughout Europe in particular. If anything, it's astonishing that Ragnarok has even made it this far, and on its own terms, at that. Far more well-known series have been canceled after just 1 or 2 seasons. In the end, what matters most is that an epic narrative like this has a satisfying conclusion rather than a heartbreaking cliffhanger that leaves fans in the dark. In light of this, fans should be happy that Ragnarok is ending at least. Even still, we can't help but wonder what Magni and company may encounter if Ragnarok were to go until Season 3. How would the 4th season of Ragnarok look? Although in Norse mythology Ragnarok signifies the end of the world, the show need not come to an end when the end of the world has passed. Magni could experience the end of the world in the same way that Marvel's Thor has in the past. The show has now been canceled by Netflix, but Sam Productions, the group in charge of its creation, may yet be able to find a new home for it. Is there even a demand for such in Norway, regardless of whether it would be on streaming or a terrestrial channel? Despite how much the actors, crew, and even the viewers might want more, it might be best to let Magnus' narrative come to an end. This is true even though there is some potential for a sequel, particularly in light of how it ties to Saxa and Loritz. A spin-off rather than a continuation of the main plot could be more logical. Numerous people might possibly take major role in their own contemporary retelling of these myths because Norse mythology is so extensive. Or, if the creators of this program were very daring, they may think of basing fresh spin-offs in other mythological settings. Norse myths aren't the only ones to mention an end-of-the-world scenario. Imagine a new television show that examines the end of the world from an Aztec or Hindu perspective. The idea has a lot of support. Armageddon is mentioned in the Bible after all. The biggest difficulty is that Sam Productions is a Norwegian firm. Thus, we wouldn't want to see them adapt these important stories to other cultures without providing an accurate viewpoint. Maybe Netflix can find a way to license the Ragnarok idea to other nations. If that is the case, we anticipate receiving a sizable portion of those payments soon. Otherwise, it will truly be the end of the world for everyone concerned. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.